come to you guys today and talk to you a little bit about why I do so much and why I don't really care about what people think about it anymore. So to give you a little bit of backstory, I have always been somebody who has done too much, even when I was little, and I think I was kind of discouraged against it when I was younger, all the way down to like interrupting people when they talk. I am a very strong person. I have a very dominant personality, and I was often turned against it, I guess, by the people who influenced me when I was younger. And no offense to them, you know, I love my family and stuff. It's just I was too much for them. And that went all the way through middle school, high school, blurting stuff out, putting myself in situations where I didn't belong. And those are toxic portions of my personality, and we'll move forward as to how I've stopped doing those things as an adult. For a small portion of my young adult life, I kind of had shut that off completely, allowed people to walk all over me, completely put who I was as a person aside. Since then, things have changed. I'm growing more. I've done a lot of personal development action plans in the more recent times. Just really choosing to focus on my strengths. I recently did a DISC assessment, which obviously pointed me in the direction of being a more dominant and influential person, vice versa the other options, which was expected. I did my Clifton Strengths assessment too within the last 6 months, which also pointed towards me being a more woo type person, a more charismatic, good with communication. However, all these positive things about myself do come with negative aspects as well. But we're here to talk about why I do too much and why I don't care anymore. I've been listening to a lot of Grant Cardone lately. And I also read, and me and my boss talked about it the other day, that if you're going to find one inspirational speaker who sticks out to you and follow that one. Don't continually clog up the different types of, sorry, I live in a house full of people and this is my house, so I'm hearing other conversations going on. But they say that you should follow one inspirational speaker and what they believe, not transfer through several. So my choice of inspirational speakers is going to be Grant Cardone, who a few people in our area seem to follow also. I was introduced to him by my good friend and boss, Ryan. But Grant Cardone's whole thing is that if you want results in your life, you have to take massive action. Be a super freak. Do not care what other people think. If people have something negative to say, cut them off immediately. Nobody else's opinion matters but yours. And so I've kind of been following off that a lot lately. So whether it be work and being really pushy to an extent of healthy pushy, and just pushing people to be the best that they can be, caring about what I care about, whether it be in animal welfare, whether it be in construction, whether it be at home. Walker will tell you all the time that I am definitely too much, even when it comes down to like cleaning the house. Like, it has to be done and it has to be done right now. And some people think that's toxic. I don't. It is okay to be too much. Be too much. Be a super freak about your life. If you want massive results out of life, you have to take massive action. You have to do what you want to do. You can either spend your whole life being miserable because you want to make homemade cakes, or you can just be tired and make the homemade cakes and feel fulfilled. You're going to be miserable either way, whether it be miserable because you don't want to do what you want to do, or you're miserable because you do what you want to do and you're tired. Wouldn't you rather accomplish what you want? The return of investment or the reward that you get for doing exactly what you want to do is worth it, despite what anybody else says, despite how getting out of this. Is it literally nothing sounds worse to me than being mediocre, I've decided. And my mother reached out to me and informed me that I make it seem too much like my life is perfect. My life is not perfect. Like, yes, I have to take medication every day to function like a normal human being. I think that has nothing to do with the amount of stuff that I do or how I extend myself every day. Because even when I'm at my lowest, which does happen when I have these little mental breaks where I have to physically take a step back from everything that I'm doing, it happens. Sometimes I have to take a break. Sometimes I a lot of times I don't read my 10 pages of a book that I tell myself I'm going to do, or I might not follow my diet like I should, and that's okay. But that's not going to stop me from trying again the next day. So it is okay to do too much, and I'm going to continue to do too much. Somebody's going to have something to say about how I and everybody else does things, whether I'm not doing enough or I'm doing too much, or I'm making myself look like a fool by putting all of my business over the internet, and I don't care anymore. Just to do what I want to do and what's going to benefit me to get maximum results out of myself and out of my family. That's it.